We don't need to go off on bento boxes. We've already talked about it. I'm not a huge fan of the bento. I feel like for the most part, you would be better off ordering an entree-sized portion of what your favorite part of the bento is. Give me the chicken teriyaki. And I don't want the chicken teriyaki bento box. Give me more teriyaki, more chicken, more vegetables, more rice. I don't want 2 fucked up frozen gyoza that aren't properly cooked in the middle and the other one is like molten hot when you bite in. I don't want that. You said there's tempura, but there's 1 tempura shrimp and then like 8 pieces of fucking stale squash and pumpkin. I don't want that. I don't want the salad where you just grab the pre-made salad mix and then put like, I don't even know what it is, like julienne carrots on top of it. And I don't, sure as shit don't want 4 pieces of a California roll that the last person didn't eat, so you just moved it onto my plate, okay? Rather than compromising and getting a little bit of variety, but there's very inconsistent quality in the average bento, is my personal opinion. We don't need to go back with it. I'm just saying if you want tempura, maybe it's better to get a little appetizer tempura and then something else that you want, instead of like you get 2 pretty bad gyozas and then like a horrible salad and then like, oh, I wanted sushi, but then they give you 4 pieces of like their worst roll. Anyway, green salad gives you wood +5. Well, I guess it's probably good for your circulation, so that makes sense. Skip to the next morning. Hope you guys are enjoying your salad. Spacebar me and move me onwards. Green salad, not my favorite salad, but it's a reasonable salad. Favorite salad? Listen, like mouth, I love a Greek salad. Don't get me wrong. I love some feta. I love some red onions, some olives. But I mean, it's really hard to beat a Caesar salad, man. I like romaine lettuce. I like croutons. I like the herby, creamy dressing. I like some shaved Parmesan or Asiago. It's just a very tasty salad. Like it's hard to dispute it. Preferred noodle? I think I'm very particular about my pasta tastes, or even like my Asian noodle tastes. And I don't think that it's sensible. I think that it's a little bit insane. But like, you know what's weird to me is I do not like spaghetti at all, but I love linguine, and it's almost the same noodle. Like spaghetti is just a round noodle, and linguine is just a flat noodle, but otherwise they're like almost identical. And if you were gonna give me like a clam spaghetti, I would be like, you've lost your mind. But a clam linguine, I'm like, yum, sounds delicious. How do you not like spaghetti? I'm like the opposite. I'm like, how do you like spaghetti? Like my spaghetti theory is that people only like it because they grew up eating it. If they grew up eating like, orzo instead, people would be like, oh, yum, orzo is my comfort food. I'm just not a spaghetti guy. I like linguine. I like, who doesn't like tortellini? Gnocchi. Penne's fine. Not a big rotini guy. Rotini always makes me feel like I should be eating like a pasta salad or something like that. Of course, ravioli. For me. Farfalle. I love a farfalle. I love an orecchiette. I'm not that into the macaronis. I'm not that into the bucatinis. And for Asian noodles, I'm even more picky, which is, I know I'm not much of a picky eater, but I like a ramen, and then I don't really love any of the other ones. An udon is like, it picks up too much broth for me. And then a soba, I'm not all about it. I'm just, for whatever reason, the soba doesn't strike me. I'm a ramen guy. Pho? I mean, I like pho, yeah. I don't really like vermicelli. I suppose I am not buckwheat pilled. Most underrated snack, and why is it rice cakes? I think the media put a hit out on rice cakes. The fact that so many people are like, rice cakes are tasteless kind of blows me away. They're literally covered in like flavored powder. If you're eating plain rice cakes, like that's your own fault. It's like only eating Lay's potato chips and being like, oh, chips are bad. You've lost your mind. Rice cakes with the white cheddar powder are great as far as I'm concerned. And the crispy minis go hard too. Salad for dinner again. What's your... I love salad. The media put out a hit job on salads, too. I asked my wife what she wanted for dinner last night. She said she wanted a sandwich. I went to the sandwich place. Guess what I got? I got a motherfucking salad. Because I'm now at the point, it's not a compromise anymore. I would rather eat like a salad than almost anything else. You can have some mighty tasty salads, man. What was in the salad? Kale, chickpeas, cabbage, some edamame, red peppers. It was actually more like a bowl, I guess, because it did have like a base of brown rice as well attached to it, and then a grilled chicken breast on top. It was tasty. It was as tasty as you can imagine. That versus like a ham sandwich, not even close. That's poke. You don't know, with all due respect, you don't know what you're talking about. So do you see any taro chips in it? You see any cubed tuna? You see any pineapple or mango? You see any crab salad? That's not a poke, okay? Isn't poke just an applied... Listen, don't debase yourself. We got a lot of words in the English language, and we're going to use most of them today, okay? Thank you again, Daniel. Thank you. Poke versus bowl versus bibimbap. Poke and bibimbap are both subsets of the larger set bowl. It's not that complicated. You just need to apply some set theory. Bibimbap is a Korean dish usually consisting of white rice, julienne vegetables, and a spicy sauce called gochujang. Occasionally, you can add some meat to it as well if you so desire, and you could even apply a dolsot in order to get the crispy rice. Poke, again, a bowl. It's of Hawaiian origin, a fish salad bowl, usually consisting of cubed tuna or salmon, and then various tropical / seafood ingredients: crab salad, seaweed, masago, crunchy garlic, crunchy onions, soy sauce, ponzu, etc., etc. Anyway, what was I talking about?